Hello and welcome back to Crypto Saving Expert, where we discuss the latest cryptocurrency news and take a look at the overall market so that you stay informed in the world of Web3. My name is Web3 Spud, and today we have a very special guest with us, Chief Sticker Officer, DGen, Henry DeFi. Henry, please say hello to our
Hey,
community.
hello, crypto saving experts. Yeah, good to be here. Thanks for having me here, Spud.
No worries. So Henry, guys, is from Ultimate app, an amazing wallet on Salana, EVM as well. We're head over to that later on in the call. We've also got some super cool airdrop opportunities to bring to you as well. For you guys that don't know Henry's very big name, very well known in the Salana ecosystem. Has been grinding it away for years there. People have said that Henry's got the best job in the world. But Henry, we'll head to that a little bit later. But today, guys, make sure first to like, subscribe, turn channel notifications on. We'll head over to the news. And if you're here for the airdrop opportunities, make sure to stay around to the end. Henry's got some amazing alpha to drop on you guys. And we'll also talk about Ultimate Wallet as well and everything that's going on in the Solana ecosystem. Super bullish stream here today, you guys. Make sure to drop any comments in the chat. We'll be answering them. Any altcoins you want to go through, let us know. Any questions for Henry, please shoot. But yeah, let's head over today to the first news article of today, which is, so Tether has blocked 6 wallets in another round of targeting suspected illicit activity. So the stablecoin company has blocked 5 Ethereum addresses and 1 on Tron. So the wallet on Ethereum that were blocked were as followed. The affected Tron wallet was that, and it was linked to crime. In attempting to investigate the reasoning behind the action, Chain Argos stated there are a handful of suspicious transfers that may or may not be linked to the Flinko pyramid scheme, but otherwise nothing has appeared out of the ordinary. Henry, what's your opinion on Tether stepping in and kind of acting as the police here? It kind of goes against what cryptocurrency is about.
Yeah, I mean, we know like Tether and Circle have this power to block addresses and blacklist people. And yeah, it does kind of go in the face of some of the ethos, but definitely at the moment where crypto regulation is definitely in the spotlight, and people like Elizabeth Warren have kind of called out the crypto industry for facilitating payments. Like the examples they're kind of using are like, for example, terrorist organizations and crime.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense that a huge organization like Tether would kind of show their power, that they can block addresses. And yeah, like I think it makes sense. I don't actually know what that Finico crime ring is, or what they do. I've not heard of it
No.
before, but yeah, it's not like it's something especially new. And I think it was actually, there was a community note on Elizabeth Warren's tweet where she was tweeting, saying how bad crypto is. The community note on Twitter was like actually less than a fraction of 1% of illegal money transfers or money transfers related to crime are connected to crypto. Like the vast majority use cash and other kind of methods.
I remember those figures. It was something like 1% through crypto and 5% through cash, and they still paint us, as the bad guys.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny how it works, isn't it?
Yeah, it's this comes after 225 million in USDT was seized last month as well. For me, I agree with you. When it comes down to terrorists, these big crime organizations, perhaps it is right, but where I worry is, where will they draw the line? Where do they stop? Does someone say something wrong about the government and they say, yeah, we're gonna seize your assets? So that's what I worry about a little bit. It happens now, but will it go any further?
Yeah, and I think that's part of also the ethos of Bitcoin, is that the proof of work and all the kind of systems behind that are built in a way to ensure that it couldn't happen if there was like a state level attack. That's part of the idea there as well. So yeah, it would be interesting to see what would happen in a scenario where the US government tries to go after it at such a high level.
Awesome. We've got a message here from RVN. Good day, legends. Good to see you on the stream again. Keep the comments coming, guys. If you've got any questions as we go along, make sure to drop them. Let's head over to the next news story of today, which is regarding the spot Bitcoin ETF may be the biggest development on Wall Street in 3 decades. Obviously, Michael Saylor saying this,
Yeah, Michael Saylor would say that because he owns the most, he's one of the largest individual or through his company as well. He's one of the largest holders of Bitcoin.
What do
So
you
not
think of
surprisingly,
Michael Saylor's, marketing ability? Is he someone that you look up to?
He's amazing at AI. I like his AI artwork. So I went to ETH Prague, and there was also Bitcoin Prague at the same time. It was in summer this year. And yeah, I went to check out the Bitcoin event and specifically to watch Michael Saylor speak, and it was very you could like a lot of people were there to see him. So it was a huge event and a huge venue with many different kind of like Breakpoint and other big conferences. There's like a main stage and lots of other smaller areas with speakers with smaller areas. And when it was his slot, the entire main auditorium just filled up. Like it was completely packed. And he literally, it was very like quasi-religious. He stood up at the front and was like, in the beginning there was Bitcoin and Bitcoin was good. Like literally that's pretty much word for word what he was saying. And so yeah, it's kind of this kind of weird he has this kind of leadership role he's assumed inside the Bitcoin community, and it's kind of similar to like Vitalik or Anatoly, even though he's not a developer, and obviously those guys are the founders, but there is no founder of Bitcoin, so it's community leadership, and he's the current kind of people's champion, I guess, that's really advocating for Bitcoin and putting
Bitcoin
himself.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, so he's like the new Bitcoin Jesus, I guess. So and yeah, no surprise that he's incredibly bullish, because why wouldn't you be? Yeah, so I see in this story, 174,000 Bitcoin.
At an average purchase price of 30,252.
Yeah,
So he's quick math on that. Almost 25% or roughly 25% up on his investment. Crazy. Well, even more. Sorry, 30%. And it was nice to see El Salvador also in the positive now as well. Going back to Tether, their average price is $20,000 on Bitcoin. So it's nice to see these big companies and Michael Saylor in the positive now on Bitcoin and still pushing it actively. But let's head over to the chat again. So we've got Christian, hello. Jerome saying hello as well, and we've also got PG. Afternoon all. Awesome, guys. Thanks for joining the stream. But let's head over to the next news story of today, Henry, because I know we've got lots of cool airdrop opportunities to share with everyone as well. So ARK Invest continues coin selling spree as stock hits yearly high. So Cathie Wood's ARK Invest has continued its coin selling spree as a stock hits a new yearly high. Henry, do you hold any coin?
I do not have any coin, but I wish I had bought it earlier this year.
Yeah.
Obviously, buying at the yearly high is not necessarily the best time to buy.
No.
But I haven't. I'm mostly holding stuff on chain, and yeah, so I haven't yet purchased it. But maybe it's something I should have. Yeah, I feel like I've missed out on it, because I remember earlier this month, people were super bullish on the crypto Twitter timeline, going crazy, because I think a lot of people have been accumulating coin. Because obviously, Coinbase is massive. It now has its own layer 2, and people kind of see coin as, even though it's not on chain, they see that as the representative of a token of Coinbase, or in a similar way. You have some coin?
No, I went down the same route as you. I like holding all my assets are on chain. So, and also everything going on with Binance, Coinbase, I actually wanted to kind of stay clear from what the exchanges are doing slightly. I do have another question though. Were you involved with Coinbase's layer 2? Did you get involved with the meme coins going on there? How did you integrate with all of that?
Yeah, so I was very early to using Friendtech. And it was quite funny. I didn't realize how early I was, because I had Racer on. Racer is the founder of Friendtech, and I had him on notifications. And before they launched, he just shared some invite codes, and so I think I'm like number 6 or number 7 user on Friendtech, which I only found out when at some point their database was leaked, where
Yeah.
it connected the Twitter accounts to the wallets, and I was high up on the list, so I got various DMs of people like, oh my god, like, did you know your thing's been leaked? Like, it was only the public address anyway, and
Yeah.
did you like, and they were like, how did you know? And I was like, well, I just spend too much time on Twitter and I had notifications on and it just came up and I just was like, oh shit, this could be interesting. But unfortunately, like I only moved a small amount of ETH over there, and
Yeah.
I didn't collect it the right people. So I had like some Solana friends who joined and I collected them, and a lot of them just weren't very active. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I used Friendtech at the start, and then kind of sporadically went back in and set a GM to my key holders. But it's not. I was never. It was the super hyped thing. I'm sure it still has a lot
Yeah.
of decent usage, but at some point, I don't know when it was, maybe like August-ish or the second half of this year, I would say anyway. It was like,
No,
the thing going on in crypto Twitter.
it's crazy. Yeah. So our friends over at Flight Free, they recently put out, shout out to OX Sticks, JJ, did a video recently where he went through the top three kind of fads of 2023, and Friendtech was his number one choice. So, you being number, in the top 10 of first people on Friendtech is, that's remarkable, Henry. So guys, make sure to, I've got Henry's at on here. Henry's, at the forefront of alpha on in the crypto realm. So make sure to follow him. Head over to @Henry_DeFi, guys. But let's head over to the next story of today, which is surrounding Duquan extradition order overturned in Montenegrin court. We spoke about this on stream last week or so, and I think I mentioned then, will he ever be extradited to the US? He's definitely got something up his sleeve going on there. Am I correct in saying, Henry, you went to Montenegro earlier in the year?
Yeah, I think it was around May. I don't know when he was arrested. I think it was after he was arrested.
Yeah.
Yes, he was arrested in March, and yeah, it was like
Guys,
relatively
Henry wasn't
recently after
involved.
that.
Okay.
So yeah, I cannot confirm or deny that I was there on the ground when they arrested him. But yeah, so it's Montenegro is really becoming a crypto hub as well. They're kind of favorably positioned next door neighbors to the EU, but outside EU regulation. And they're
Yeah.
a small country, so they can kind of move fast. They hosted the Ethereum Foundation. They had this Zazulu kind of pop-up network state, like a kind of, I guess it was like a trial run and just bringing people together in this idea. And I know, or not know, some local guys told me that the Ethereum Foundation was working closely with the kind of financial ministry in Montenegro to kind of advise and say, like, this is what
Yeah.
for us sensible policy looks like. Would be great if you kind of align with us, and we can it's got these kind of competitive advantages from being outside the EU and being a smaller country where it can kind of do this kind of stuff that's not maybe as possible for people that are inside. But it's right next door. It also uses the euro as its currency and all these kind of things. And it's amazing country, beautiful, amazing food,
Wow.
and great. Yeah. So yeah, I would rate Montenegro as a place and kind of up and coming crypto hub in
Oh,
Europe, like alongside like I guess Lisbon is very
yeah.
big, and places like Cyprus are also kind of hotspots.
I feel Portugal has unfortunately lost its touch, since they've set about changing kind of regulation on capital gains tax out there for cryptocurrency. So it definitely leaves a space open within the continent of Europe, at least anyway. So interesting to hear that about Montenegro. This was the last news story of today, so I think I can transition into your work with Ultimate app, the Ultimate wallet. A lot of people have said, Henry, that you've got one of the best jobs in the world. You've already mentioned a few countries you've traveled to this year. Me and yourself, we met over in Taiwan over in May at the Salana Hacker House. I know you were also at the Vietnam Hacker House, the one in Israel, and a few others. What what has been your goal with Ultimate and all the networking and traveling that you encompass?
Yeah, so my role with Ultimate is as the community lead. Ultimate's a mobile wallet. Yeah, so you got it up here. basically Solana first, but also on Ethereum, Arbitrum, Optimism, Polygon, and Bitcoin as well. It's a very simple, clean, easy to use wallet. And my goal, yeah, through these travels is to kind of connect to the community, especially in Solana, because it's had such like a fiercer bear market than other communities. I think it's super valuable to get in front of people face to face and meet them where they are. Definitely from this year, like you said, I've been kind of all over Europe and the US and Asia, and I would say that experience has made me super bullish on Asia as a region for adoption of Solana and crypto in general. I think the average person's kind of perspective of crypto is a bit more friendly than it is like
Yeah, I agree.
I think we're about the same, like about the same age, like late 20s, early 30s, and like my unless my mates are into it here, like in the UK, then they kind of have a very negative perception of it. They're not
Yeah.
very like they're either in or they think it's a complete scam. Is my kind of view, and it's slowly, it's slowly changing, but the kind of majority view is quite negative. Whereas in Asia, I think people are more open-minded, or they have more of an idea that it's not only, obviously there's a lot of bad actors and we all know that, but yeah, they're kind of a bit more open-minded to the
More
whole
open
idea
to it.
of
And
crypto, I find.
this brings me, into a tactic that I've seen you do on these trips across the world, going up to random normies, as we would call them, normal people in the street, and your tactic is to simply ask them, "Do you like money?" Have you noticed a difference in reaction when you ask that, say in Berlin or London, compared to Asia?
Yeah, definitely. Like, the do you like money is a bit of a gimmick, because then then they're a bit surprised, and it's a good, like, I don't know, intro line. But yeah, then
Yeah.
you have the conversation, and like when we were in one of those food markets in Taiwan and asking people, and then we were like, "What do you mean?" It was like, "Oh, I'm going to give you, $5 of crypto if you download this app and check it out."
Mm.
And a few of those people were like, "Yeah, sure." Like, "Oh, yeah, like how's this different?" Like they were even like, "Oh, like I use Binance now," or "How is this different?" And then a lot,
Yeah.
uh, crypto in general has so many more users that use centralized exchange platforms like Binance and Coinbase are the two biggest. But when your average person thinks about crypto, I don't think the concept of on-chain and self-custody is very well understood outside of the people that are deeper into
Yeah.
the space. There's a misunderstanding of what looking at, not your keys, not your coins is something we
Hmm.
know very well, but doesn't really mean much to someone outside. We should do as an industry, we have to make efforts to do a better job of communicating
For
this
sure.
to people, because most people's association is like FTX, obviously, really bad, users lost lots of money, and more recently Binance has had its legal troubles in the US, and they just, that just compounds these kind of negative stuff. They don't know, that's not really the true ethos of crypto, is that you look after your own assets, and yeah, that doesn't get the headlines and stuff. So yeah, as people in this sector, we need to really sell it better. So
Yeah.
yeah, so this is just going to talk about the differences. Like, you have this page here, which is great. I think this shows really well what Ultimate is doing differently. We need to update it actually, because I know Phantom is adding Bitcoin this week. But yeah,
Brilliant.
like the key highlights for yeah, exactly. So the key highlights is it's zero fees trading. We have an integration with Jupiter, which is the biggest
Wow.
aggregator on Solana, and we use their platform and have zero fees. Um, Inside the wallet, we have a browser window, so you can just connect to any DApp on Solana, and then on EVM side, we have Wallet Connect. Um,
Brilliant.
so yeah, that's basically it. Like, I see Christian's question here. Yeah, basically, yeah,
Yeah.
on Solana it interacts like any other hot wallet. Um, on EVM, not yet, but that's something that's going to be coming to the platform soon.
Oh, brilliant. And yeah, I've been aware of Ultimate Wallet since May now, and I've got to commend you guys. It's the progress and the new additions that constantly coming to the app updates. Really impressive, and for sure one of the slickest apps, and from point of download to setting up your wallet, it's effortless. And this is something that comes up again and again in conversation with onboarding, the masses, onboarding regulars. They need to make the process as easy as possible. So I've got to say, Ultimate App have really hit the nail on the head there. So super interesting to see. And also, guys, if you ever see Henry out in the street, go up to him, tell him that you like money. He'll onboard you and hopefully give you $5 as well
Absolutely.
onto your Ultimate wallet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll just scroll down. Do we also NFTs now? This is relatively new. Am I correct?
Yeah, that's right. Like we always showed the NFTs, but now we're working more closely with the Tensor team, which is the biggest NFT marketplace on Solana, and we're offering the ability to check more stats inside the app. So like we're saying, the idea is to be kind of a super app, a one-stop shop app where you don't need to go outside and see like you don't need to know that Tensor is the biggest thing. It's just the biggest marketplace, or the place that everyone else is using. It's just shown in your wallet directly, so you can see profit and loss from trading NFTs. You can see if you have any offers on it. You can also sell it directly into an offer from the wallet, and all these kind of features are ideas about making improving the user experience in mobile wallets.
Awesome. Let's just scroll down a bit here. Yeah, so
So yeah,
multi-chain.
and for people watching the stream, so I'll just do like a quick giveaway like right now. The first 5 people that download Ultimate and follow @Ultimate App on Twitter, send us a DM with your wallet address. So just take a screenshot of the QR code, and I'll send out some cash to the first people that do that.
Let's go. Guys, for all of you right now listening, make sure to go send Henry an Ultimate. Did you say, sorry, your at or Ultimate App a DM?
Ultimate sorry, yeah, the Ultimate App, which is @Ultimate App, and it's on the banner right now at the bottom.
Awesome, guys. Go do that quickly. It's not going to last long with only 5 spaces. So make sure to go send them a message, follow them. Thank you, Henry, for supporting our community as well. Nice little bonus for you guys tuning in. But yeah, let's just head down here. It's tracking wallet. Stay safe.
I think tracking wallets is another really good feature that other wallets don't have. So you can, if you know any wallet address, you can just put it in like a .eth, a .sol, or just the full public address of the wallet, and you can see the portfolio, the different tokens, the fluctuation in value over time, the different NFTs it holds. So I know lots of people use it to watch their own ledger wallet that's not connected anywhere. Other people use it, we have this example here, Vitalik.eth you can watch. You can see when Vitalik starts selling. That's probably a good idea that you might be considering a time to sell as well.
Whale moves.
So yeah, exactly.
We've got some more questions from the chat here as well. So we've got the old Jerome Powell. Can it store Bitcoin ordinals?
Yes, it absolutely can. So if you're in the process of downloading it and setting it up now, you'll see on the onboarding screen, when you create a wallet for the first time, it gives you options of which wallets do you want. So it will give you the option to create a Solana wallet, an Ethereum wallet, a Bitcoin normal wallet, and then the Bitcoin ordinals address as well. And then you can select, all of them or just one of them. So if you're a multi-chain user like me, I would select all of them. If you're more interested in only ordinals and Bitcoin, you can deselect Solana and EVM, and you can add them back later, obviously, if you want them. But
awesome, great summary there. We've got another question from Christian. Lots of scam NFTs dropping in wallets. Do you feel there is a way to tackle this when viewing in Ultimate?
Yeah, that's something we're working on as well. We have rolled out a solution. We have a partner called Simple Hash, and they basically they're one of the data providers that we use. It's not perfect, but we have a window inside the NFT viewer. We have like a sub menu that's like hidden NFTs, and that's what we suggest are the spam NFTs. And you can kind of hide and unhide as you like, because it's not perfect. So
I've been using that, and I've got to say it is very accurate. I received a few kind of scam airdrops in NFTs come through. I believe the first day it came, it didn't recognize it, and then I looked back into my Ultimate wallet, and it had realized that that's a scam. Put it into that folder, so it is accurate. It works well. But like you say, it's like Christian says as well. There is a lot of them going around in the space at the moment.
Especially on Solana, where it's so cheap to make them. That's kind of a slight drawback of this system where stuff can be generated so fast and cheaply. There ends up being a lot of spammy NFTs. Everyone who's been on Solana for a few months has got like Orca giveaway NFTs or Radium giveaway NFTs that for someone who's not aware that it's a scam, they might be like, oh, I won 100 free Orca tokens, and they click a link and suddenly their tokens are gone. So the other way we protect users from that is that we don't display web links from the NFTs. So for example, in other wallets, if you have this fake scammy Orca NFT, it will show you a link. We just remove that and don't show it to them because it's just too big a risk of this happening at the moment. Hopefully we'll be able to perfect this spam system. But yeah, that's just another kind of thing we're doing there.
Brilliant. And also, guys, when you do see scam NFTs as well, just be mindful that it's often they are impersonating, companies such as Bonk, Orca, etc. It's not come from them that are scamming. It's people impersonating them, like we see with impersonators of that Martini guy on Twitter, etc. Similar style of scam, just to be warned of. But please do not let it put you off the official, the official projects there. But let's head over quickly. Let's go to the markets page today. We'll have a quick look at the price of Bitcoin, see what it's getting up to. Wow, we've just hit 44K. On
Amazing.
Monday, I was not expecting us to go back up to 44K so soon. Henry, are you thinking that we're going to break through the resistance, which is at 44K here, and continue? Or do you think we're most likely going to drop back down, probably meander around 42? What's your opinions here?
Yeah, to be honest, I don't know if I have like a super strong opinion. I wouldn't say I'm that great at being a trader. I'm long-term bullish, but yeah, like short-term, I'm not really sure. I know the kind of middle-term catalyst is obviously the ETF. So yeah, like obviously it would be great. I would think it would be great for Bitcoin to keep this momentum up. I'm interested to see what I don't know if there's like a holiday season effect or like a Christmas effect of people going to see their family. Like me and you, I bet last year when our family's like, oh no, these guys are still into crypto. Like, look how depressed they are. And then this year, you'll rock up and you'll be giving out, these amazing presents to everyone. If you've been winning in the Solana shitcoin season, I'll be like, oh, well, maybe it's not such a bad thing after all. So I'm kind of interested in how that pans out. But yeah, I think yeah, I don't have like a strong opinion. I would love to be more bullish.
No, I think I have a lot of founders and builders and developers like yourself, people that are working on projects on these live streams, and the general consensus is we're all looking more long term. We're not too interested in the short term. We're bullish for the long term and medium term, and sometimes price action day to day can kind of get in the way of what we're building as well. But I know we've got lots of traders in the chat here, so let me know, guys, if you're bullish or bearish, if you're long or short. I've got to say I've missed that. I missed that wick up there. Crazy that we've come back over 44. After this stream, I'm likely going to be looking to put on a short position, guys. But once again, let me stick this up. Not financial advice. Do your own research. And also, guys, if you want more trading analysis, more tips, head over to CSE Plus Discord. That's where all the trading advice is going down. We've also got an AMA in 1 hour's time where you can ask us any questions. That Martini guy is jumping on as well. We'll be, I'm sure he's very happy. I'm sure he caught that there as well. So we'll be going through his technical analysis of where we'll be heading next. So make sure to join the AMA in an hour's time on CSE Plus Discord. You can either get community monthly or annual monthly, or also not annual monthly, sorry, premium monthly, but also annual packages there, guys. Let me know, reach out to me. We've got some more comments in the chat. Let's just head to these. We've got RVN is up or down. We are always printing in the CSE Plus Discord. My guy. We've got Jerome, short and ETH, don't tell anyone. Christian, RVN knows. Here we go. If you want to know tomorrow's Bitcoin price, just watch Ivan on Tech at 10 p.m. UTC the night before. Nice little bit of alpha. Big up to Ivan on Tech. Where can we see the best upcoming airdrops? We're just gonna we're just have a look at the price of Solana, and then we're heading to what's coming up on the airdrops, and I'll let Henry take that away as well. Got loads of opportunities here for you today, guys. Just bear with us and we'll get through to them. We've got Mike here. I think institution traders must close their longs before holiday. Hopefully they close their shorts as well. Bitcoin Moshi, shorting Bitcoin, enjoy being poor. I hope you already bought your Christmas presents. I agree. It will be a very short-term trade. It will be a swing trade if I do, but perhaps I won't now. Come join in the CSE Plus Discord, and you can give me some abuse there, telling me not to go short. We've got Randy coming all the way from Colorado. Big up, Randy. Good morning over there. GM. Let's head over to the price of Solana. And then, Henry, you've got some awesome airdrop opportunities on the Solana ecosystem to go through as well. So Solana is ripping it. $80, Henry. What do you think of that?
Oh my God. Hey, so I told you I've been asleep all day because I've just been driving for 12 hours. So I didn't realize we broke through 80. That's insane. I saw it briefly flipped XRP, but I didn't realize that was I didn't realize that also crossed the kind of 80 bucks. So
as our good friend Jake from FOMO Magazine would say, Solana to $1,000, baby.
Yeah, $1,000 is FUD. No,
yeah. You heard it.
That's awesome. Like Solana, I'm a big advocate for Solana, the Solana ecosystem. I know many people in there, and it's great to see that they're kind of, the building through the bear kind of ethos, and there's kind of builder communities are starting to thrive, and the token price is going up, and people from outside Solana ecosystem, in particular, I guess the EVM ecosystem is starting to give Solana more of a chance than they've previously given it.
I think you hit the nail on the head there. I think we're seeing this mass exodus from EVM over to Solana. They wanted to stay as Ethereum maxis, but they're starting to realize, we've got a bit of the cool juice over in the Solana world as well. Let's put this on the gainers top 100 for today. So we've got Stacks, Near Protocol, Mina, VeChain, Hedera, Neo, Avalanche, Solana, Waves, and Elrond. Big up the Multiverse X.
So shout out as well.
Yeah, just about. Just down here.
You onboarded me into the Multiverse X. You and Lucas from On-Chain Smokers. Together. So I'm also holding a very small position in that, and he's been shilling me some DeFi opportunities going on there. I want to talk about Stacks as well, because I haven't used it yet, but I've got a mate who's building, or he's like really shilling it on the timeline. And so today I was wondering, for the first time, how do I actually get involved in Stacks? And he sent me the bridge, and then the bridge is, I think on the Stacks side of the bridge, they've run out of liquidity of Stacks, so you can't actually use it right now. But yeah, are you involved? Are you doing much over in Stacks?
No, so I've traded in and out of Stacks in the past, but 25% up in a day, and I think it was 50% up over the 7 days. It's kind of hard to ignore here. So perhaps it's due some further research. We've got sell indicator on the technical analysis indicator here, guys, as well. But I'm not surprised after the 25% uptick in a day. But yeah, the chart looks really nice here on the daily. But guys, let me know if you do hold any Stacks in the chat as well. Something that I will look out to. If it's on Henry's radar, I've got to put it on my radar as well, guys. Because if Henry's hearing it from other people, I will take his word for it.
Sources are reporting it, so yeah, it might be time to pay attention, or we may be too late already. But yeah,
we could have missed that boat. So let me know in the chat, guys, if any of you hold any Stacks. We've got Tim Tam Tom afternoon. We've also got Hi, what's your take on BNB? Okay, let's have a quick look at BNB. I haven't had a look at BNB in a while now. Something that I hold in my MetaMask, but I haven't had a look at in a long time, and I don't plan on using the chain myself. Just because of all the implications that are going on with with the company itself. And I feel that there are better options out there. Henry, have you traded BNB recently or used the chain even?
Yeah, so not recently, but BNB is the first chain that I became like a frequent user of. Like when I first
Yes.
got, deeper into crypto, like I was put a small money in like 2017, but only off chain. I was one of these people I was talking about earlier in the show, like that doesn't really know what's going on. I just was completely speculating, and then I came back to crypto in the next hype cycle in 2021. I think I did like one or two transactions on ETH. I did, and was like, what the hell is going on? Like, all my, I've put like $100, like, such a typical story. Like I put $100 in, and there
Yeah.
it goes, in gas. And then BNB was really taking off then, and I hit some shit coins like Safe Moon, and some of these
Just
other
went under.
ones. Oh, really?
Yeah, SafeMoon has gone bankrupt.
Oh my
It was
God. Okay, yeah, that's hilarious. No, it sucks, but just funny,
yeah,
funny timing that it's happening right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
It's that we're talking about it, but yeah, that sucks for everyone who's involved there. Um, so I haven't used it for a long time, and I have a
Mhm.
lot of heavily underwater bags that are from all-time high are looking quite sad over there. So if they could recover, that would be great. I know they still have loads of activity, loads of users. I also agree with you about the connection between obviously Binance US and their legal troubles there, and the
Yeah.
coin.
Mhm.
So in my opinion, yeah, there's more interesting stuff. There's only so much attention you can have, and I think I think it's more worthwhile for me to put my attention somewhere else. But I'm sure there's a lot of interesting stuff that is happening there.
Yeah. No, awesome summary there. Nice little success story there as well. Awesome. I guess that opened your eyes to low transaction fees and what probably ultimately, pardon the pun, brought you into Solana and everything as
Yeah,
well. So awesome.
absolutely,
We've got a message here from Bradford Jones. Is this group for Soul Meme Degens? It does seem that.
definitely.
I have a
Yes,
lot of Soul Degen guests, and I'll tell you why. It's because they're the most active in the space right now. We do have some more guests coming, but I'm
we are
sure
active right now.
they're gonna turn into Solana Degens one way or the other anyway. So you can almost
Everyone
say,
is a Solana degen today. Everyone has a hat.
talking about hats, let's head over to a meme coin which I've seen a lot on Twitter, but you're gonna have to explain it to me.
The dog with a hat. Okay, I'm gonna go to my chart because I want to see. I do this
Yeah.
occasionally to see how down bad I am. So I think I was very early there, but I was too early to dog with hat. Uh, and basically, I put in one Solana, and I think it's maybe would be worth 2 Bitcoin if I'd held, but obviously I didn't
Oh
hold
no. So what
till
is dog
now.
with hat? Just for the community, if you could explain it.
Okay, so it's a dog, and the dog is wearing a hat. That is it. Like
And
it's just as far as I understand, maybe I'm wrong, but as far as I understand it, it's a pure meme coin. So I'm just putting in.
yeah,
Okay, so yeah, my one Solana, it was actually two Solana. My two Solana would be 69,000, but I think that's one of the classic things. This must be so many coins where people have put
yeah,
a small amount of money in, but that's because it's the one that's trending. Like every day I see it on the timeline, and like 3 weeks ago, I had this. If I just didn't paper hand, but anyway,
yeah,
and yeah, like it's been picked up by the community. Like it's one of those, like when a meme coin season starts, there's like a few memes that compete for attention together.
yeah.
Yeah, don't tell me about Bonk. I mean, also a similar thing with Bonk as well. But like a meme coin season starts, like we had Myro, which is the name of one
Mhm.
of the Solana founders' dogs. That was like,
Yeah,
that was trending a lot, and then Whiff was kind of under the radar, and then it got picked up by some big influencers. I think Ansem is one of the main ones. Like he's one of the
mhm.
main Solana influencers and just biggest kind of people on crypto Twitter, at least in my feed, that's bullish
Yeah,
on Solana and has been pushing it. And he's also pushing, sharing Whiff, and it's just taking over. And now the meta is whiff derivatives. Like everything's a whiff. I have whiff out. It's a dog without a hat, and it's just a meme coin. The same kind
That
of dog
is so
without a hat.
stupid.
If you look in the trending, I bet there's been like Tolu with a hat, there's Ansem with and without a hat,
Yeah,
and it's just one of those things where people are just having fun. I don't, as far as I know, there's nothing actually technically behind it in terms of stuff. You know, it's not one of those meme coins. It's like a sleeper meme coin. Like Bonk is definitely a sleeper meme coin.
Mhm.
In that it's dressed up as a meme coin, but underneath it's really supporting the Solana ecosystem, supporting the
Yeah,
builders, the degens that use the chain, the early adopters. Like Bonk is definitely a different story. Bonk, you know, I
mhm.
always tell people
Shout
Bonk
out
is
to
not a
Monk,
meme
guys.
coin. Like it's dressed up as a meme coin, but
Yeah.
Bonk is not really a meme coin.
Right, let's head over to the first link that you sent me today, and we can get into airdrops and some opportunities for everyone in the space here. So GibCash, I've also been this has been going absolutely viral on Twitter as well. I've been seeing everyone just GibCash, give me cash.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
So GibCash is another project from the Ultimate team. So our devs have basically cooked this up, and the idea is that you can send crypto super easily to anybody just using a link. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna try um, just gonna try and create a quick link myself and send it to the chat, and someone here
Ooh,
can see how easy it is. But yeah, we use it's built on Solana, and we use passkeys, which is a new kind of tech that means you don't necessarily need to have a wallet. Um,
yeah.
so I don't have that much money in my account, so I might be able to send 50 cents to someone. But yeah,
Woo-hoo.
so this has been built by our team, and we launched it 2 weeks ago. I don't think there's going to be necessarily an airdrop for this one or a token anytime for
Yeah.
GibCash. But yeah, it's definitely if you're it's also an easy way to onboard people or to send people. Like if you're out with your mates and you go for a few pints and they're doing stuff in crypto and you don't need to like ask them, oh, like Spud, what's your wallet? Like which wallet do you want me to send the stuff to? I can just be like, oh, here's a fiver, and you can claim it to any of the wallets that you want to claim it to. For example, like that's
Super
a
easy.
use case among like crypto people. If I share it in the chat, how do I share it with the whole audience? Because I see chat with everyone in the studio. I've just shared a link there that you
Um,
might be able to see.
can you post on the comments there?
Can you see the link I just shared?
Let me see. Okay, what I will do is then I will
Maybe
post that in the chat
maybe
now.
I'll post it. Yeah, and I'll post
I
it as a
can,
comment on Twitter
yeah.
as a reply to the video feed. So it's over on Twitter. If you're fast, you can go claim some free money. I posted it
Ooh,
from my account, which is Henry_DeFi. So yeah, so that's just
nice.
cool thing from the Ultimate team. Just kind of also showing the power and speed of Solana. Basically, I've just sent a couple of bucks. Uh, the link I sent is open to be claimed by anyone, but you can also say, you know, I can send it to your Twitter handle, to your Telegram handle. I can put it behind a password, for example. So there's a few different ways we can do it right now, and this is just the kind of the very first iteration of it. There's some other kind of cool things that are also coming up as well. So yeah, that's GibCash. Check it out. It's the Twitter is Gib_cash. If you're interested to follow the progress there, please do. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for GibCash.
Awesome, man. So yeah, guys, follow that link. If that link doesn't work, Henry posted it on the video chat on Twitter as well. So be quick. Make sure to grab that. Super interesting. My take on this, like you said, when you're out and about and said, you don't have to figure out what chain they want it on or what wallet they want it on, etc. Send it through that. Super easy. Let's head over to Parcel. So Parcel, to my understanding, is trading property. What's the opportunity here?
Yeah, so they have recently launched a points program, I think this week. So in my opinion, this is this is one of the under-farmed protocols on Solana that's doing an airdrop.
Yeah,
So I would say everyone knows about Marginfire and Camino. Parcel is an opportunity. They also plan to do a token, I understand, but it's less well known. So you have a better chance if you even if you feel like you're late or you haven't got a lot of capital, I think you still have a decent opportunity to succeed here, and be happy with your output. That's completely not financial advice, but yeah, that's my view. And the what you do on this platform, you basically long or short property markets. So they only have a handful of markets, and I believe it's just the US and the UK. So if you're
Yeah.
deep in the property space and you know what's going on, then you can be very active there, or you can just provide liquidity to their pools and just put USDC into there and act as a liquidity provider, and then you earn points for the amount that you hold. So yeah, and they also have an NFT. So I bought the NFT last week and it's gone up a little bit. That gives you a multiplier.
Nice.
So if you're someone who's really interested to farm this heavily, then it's worth it to buy the NFT, I would suggest.
Yeah.
And check out the platform. And it seems to be quite solid. I only used it. I've used it twice about 2 weeks ago to set up my position. You can also use code GENRY, so that will give you a 5% boost. So I think that's something that's cool about this
Nice.
referral, is that people that use the referrals also get a boost. So you're incentivized to get referred rather than just
Yeah.
improving my position or Spud, or rather than just
Yeah. Yeah.
improving the person that referred you, you
It's
benefit
either way.
directly yourself. Yeah. So I think that's cool. So
That's
yeah,
really
that
interesting. And
yeah.
just to clarify for the audience as well, this is on Salana Parcel.
Yes, this is on Salana.
Awesome, guys. So make sure to go check that out. That's Parcel, PARCL. Use code Genry for a 5% bonus as well.
Yeah.
Some great
I don't know
alpha
if you
there.
do it in the CSE Discord, but you should get like a little chain going of people referring each other in there as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Great idea as well, guys. Let me know. We'll set that up in the Discord as well. I've met the Parcel team as well. Super active team. Interesting to see what they're up to next as well. But once again, guys, not financial advice. Go do your own research. Check out the platform. But yeah, super interesting there as well. Let's head over to the next one of today, which is Zeta. So Zeta is a secure and fast decentralized exchange on Salana. So what's the opportunity here, Henry?
Yeah, so a similar kind of thing. They've recently introduced points, and they're doing it in different seasons, and it's a perps trading DEX. So similar to the other big ones are Drift. I would say Drift is the most well known, and then Zeta is kind of more. I don't know actually. Yeah, so last week or the week before, Tristan, who's the founder of Zeta, tweeted that they'd had their busiest ever day. It was basically right after the Jito airdrop, and obviously a lot of Ethereum airdrop farmers and other chain farmers are starting to pay attention to what farming opportunities are going on Solana, and so their volume and activity has really picked up.
Yeah.
But again, I think it's one that's less, as far as I know right now. Maybe it's changing as as we speak, but Drift definitely has the highest TVL, and then Zeta is, I think, the second biggest perps DEX. So yeah, there's also opportunities to earn points. They also have an NFT with a similar kind of idea. You get a multiplier. I don't know if they have a referral program, but yeah, and you can also trade. You can also trade on their platform as well. Like that's the cool thing about these two platforms so far, is you can earn just from using the platform by giving LP, or if you're a good perps trader, then you can also just trade actively. You'll earn points. So yeah, there's stuff to like. There was always a bit of a meme. There's nothing to do on Solana. Like there's definitely stuff to do on Solana, and you can check it out. Yeah.
No, this, and I've got to say the platform here looks amazing. So I wasn't aware of this platform before this. I'm definitely going to check this out as well. Let's head over to the next one, which is Marginfire. So you briefly touched upon Marginfire, earlier. Very popular platform.
Yeah.
What's the opportunity here?
So yeah, again, they have a points program that's going on. Marginfire is a borrow lend platform, and they also have their own liquid staked Solana token. They're also launching their own stablecoin. I don't think it's launched yet. I'm not sure when it's coming, but it's coming soon. And yeah, they have a referral program. So again, that's something you can do inside the community is all like help each other out and boost each other. I think
Yeah.
that's a really useful thing you can do together. And yeah, they have pools for the biggest token. So I think they actually this week they launched a whiff pool, dog whiff
Oh
hat.
wow.
But they
Yeah,
have
yeah,
like, they have like the main Solana US stable coins, the liquid stake variety of Solana's, Bonk, which is integrated everywhere because it's not a meme coin, it's everywhere. Um, and yeah, it's cool. They've just actually launched a big update of their platform, so I think it looks a tiny bit different, but
okay, yeah.
it's quite straightforward to use. Just sign in with your wallet,
Mhm.
deposit. People like to loop their assets, so they do like deposit something, borrow something else, and
Yeah.
put it back in and go around and make maximize the amount of points then that they're going to get there. So yeah.
Awesome. While we're on the subject of borrowing and lending, let's head over to our good friends over at Texture Finance. So Texture Finance, borrow and lending your NFTs against Solana collateral in one click. These guys have been absolutely killing it at events, with their merch, with their presence. Amazing team. Definitely gaining a lot of traction. What's the opportunity here with Texture?
So they also have a points program. It's called Pixels, and you can see it in the top right. That like
That's it,
obviously
yeah.
you're on zero PXLs. Um,
RIP.
but this is more the other points program are a bit more opaque. It's like you
Yeah.
earn some Marginfire points, and at some point there might be a token, but we have no idea how it
Yeah.
works. Whereas with Pixels, I believe every 1,000 pixels is worth 0.1 Sol, and every time you borrow and lend your NFTs against Sol, you see exactly how much pixels are generated and you earn, and then you can instantly convert those pixels into like real Solana and benefit immediately. And yeah, like you said, this is a team we both know very well. They're very active in the IRL events space in Solana.
Yeah.
They had a really amazing activation, a few activations at Breakpoint. They had really good merch.
Mhm.
And yeah, definitely a team that I think I think they're starting to get the kind of recognition that they deserve after
I
being
agree.
like building quietly, just steadily making progress through the bear market. And I think it's starting to pay off for them, and I hope it does.
Yeah, amazing. Um, super ambitious group as well, which is always good to see. They are looking at the bigger picture here as well, and also their platform, the UX is amazing as well. Let's head over to the next opportunity, which I'm sure I even mentioned in streams last week as well. A lot of you have been even talking about in this chat, but that is the 12 days of Bonkmas. So what's going on in the crazy world of Bonkmas right now, Henry?
Yeah,
And have you been collecting? Have you been hodling your Bonk?
I have been hodling my bonk. I didn't collect as much as I should have done in the bear market,
We faded it.
and I papered it. After the first 10x, I papered a portion,
Yeah.
thinking it can't keep going up, but obviously got proven wrong. But yeah, what's going on with this is
We were
bonk.
discussing
Yeah,
it
go
at
ahead.
Breakpoint, weren't we? We thought the price had already done a 10x or more up to Breakpoint, and we thought, wow, this is amazing, cool. There's going to be a massive dump after Breakpoint. No.
Yeah, and it just kept going. Yeah, so they're doing like I said, like Bonk is not really a meme coin, and to kind of showcase that, they have this activation called Bonk List, the 12 days of Bonkmas. So basically, they have 12 partners that Bonk is integrated with, um, and to be able to partake in this challenge, you have to have been holding 1 million Bonk on the 30th of November, and then that wallet it's called nice listed, and then that
Yeah.
wallet goes and does other stuff that is on the nice list. So for example, I don't know if you're using BonkBot at the moment, but like one of the activations is with BonkBot, you send one Sol to BonkBot. It's like a Unibot Telegram bot that makes trading faster, and that's one of the activations. The other ones are like use Bonk within DeFi, use Bonk to buy art on art platforms. So it's really kind of showcasing how widely and deeply integrated Bonk is into the Solana ecosystem. So if you've been holding Bonk on chain, check your wallet. Go to this website. I don't know if you got the web address there. Um, but you might be eligible.
Bonkmas.com.
Yeah, bonkmas.com. So yeah, if you haven't heard of it before, just go check. You just sign in with your wallet, and it will show you which of the tasks you've already completed. I guess I don't have any kind of deep insight into it, but I imagine there's going to be an airdrop on Christmas Day, and the more of the tasks you've completed, the more bonk you'll get. Probably the more bonk you have, the more you'll get rewarded as well. So
yeah,
something that's just pushing bonk and the whole Solana ecosystem forward, which has been kind of bonk's mission from the start.
yeah, it's been awesome, man. Last week, obviously, we had the and even the start of this week had the Saga phone crazy. You've been pushing Solana phones heavily since they first came onto my radar. How many Solana phones did you order last week?
I got one on the first run, and I paid $1,000 for it. That was the launch price, and it came with a Claynosaur, so the Claynosaur is worth about 1.5k. So that
Brilliant.
recouped it. And then I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm not gonna FOMO in. When it was happening last week, and then I did FOMO in. I bought one, so I have one extra. Should be here in the UK at my mum's house when I go and see her tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll be picking it up. I don't know if the Father Bonkmas has delivered my new Saga yet, but we'll see. And it's funny how it worked out. Like, the reason I bought my Saga is literally what's happening now. Like, I bought it because I was sure the Solana ecosystem was going to reward the early users of Saga, but not enough people felt the same way, I guess, and so they didn't. Sales were super low. I think only a few thousand of the 20. So there's only 20,000 anyway. Like, there's not loads of phones that exist, but I think something like 15,000 of those were sold in the last 2 weeks after the bonk price, rose above the value of the phone, and only a small number. And that kind of is like a chicken and egg problem. Like, there's no reason to incentivize those users because there's so few of them, but there's so few of those users because the incentives are so low. But anyway, so that's why I bought another one, because now it seems that because they've sold out, there's going to be a lot more offers and incentives. We already have a new one today. I don't know if you've seen it. I can't actually remember it off the top of my head. I think it's a social platform on the Saga phone, and they've given out $300 of tokens to every Saga phone holder.
Wow. Mine's on order as well. I'm hoping it arrives tomorrow as well. I have seen rumor of 100k Jupiter tokens, or is this kook just?
I think that's a classic kook psyop.
Yeah. I thought so too. He had me.
But it could be one of those things. It could be one of those things that gets memed into reality. So let's see. But I'm sure there's probably going to be maybe just minimum allocation of Jupe tokens to every Saga. I have no idea, but that might be. Every little counts, as they say. So yeah, it all adds up.
Awesome. So we've had an hour of absolute alpha. Thanks to Henry. Guys, make sure to head over to Twitter, follow Henry_DeFi. Also, guys, head over to Ultimate App as well. Ultimate Wallet at Ultimate App. Go give them a follow, guys, as well. If it was message Ultimate Wallet as well. Henry's going to send you some Ultimate if you set the first 5 people. If you set up Ultimate Wallet on your phones. But yeah, awesome. Thanks so much for coming on today, Henry. It's been an amazing hour. Here we go. We've got Jerome saying Merry Bonkmas, everyone.
Merry Bonkmas. There we go.
But yeah, thanks for coming on once again, Henry. Been amazing. Look forward to having you on again. Let us know how the Bonkmas goes as well. Also, guys, I want to let me know in CSE Plus Discord if you're eligible for the 12 days of Bonkmas as well. But yeah, awesome stream. Amazing. Thanks, Henry.
Cheers, guys. Thanks. Bye-bye.